What is going on, people? I am here for you guys on a Sunday. Very odd, I know, but I want to try something new. A year ago, about a year ago, I would do, a different video corresponding to the day, such as Terror Tuesday, Throwback Thursday. On Wednesdays, I would review movies for a Friday night kind of deal. And, those went pretty well, but then that was when I had a whole bunch of time. Um, I want to start doing something like that again because, like I said, some people found that interesting. So I really don't have a title for this one. That's the conundrum I'm in right now. So I'm going to ask you guys for help. I'm going to pitch my idea. I'm going to do one video of it because I kind of want to make this an, weekly episodic kind of deal. Like every week have it go on and have it on a Sunday. I really don't have a title. So, like I said, I'm going to pitch the idea. I'm going to show it off. And then I'm going to need your help to kind of come up with a name that, might stick. I right now have Shitty Movie Sunday, but that kind of goes with it and kind of doesn't. So what I'm going to do in this video is, I know all you movie collectors out there, um, you have certain movies that you watch that you enjoy fully, but other people look at you like, what the hell are you watching kind of deal. Like you think the movie's the greatest thing out there, but other people don't. And then it's the opposite way around, where there's some people that highly talk about certain movies, or they like them a lot, or they really, they go and see them and say it's really good, and then you go and see the same movie, and you don't see what they see, kind of deal. So that's pretty much what I'm getting at, is I'm going to list the movie on both ends of the spectrum. One where I enjoy watching, but everybody else that I talk to around me kind of doesn't like it. And the exact opposite, where everyone talks about this movie, they say it's the greatest, and then I watch it and I don't agree with them. But I'm also going to bring in actors and actresses, because there are people out there, everybody's opinionated, everyone likes stuff, you know, people for different reasons. But what I'm going to do is bring in someone I like that I know a whole bunch of people don't. Either, like I said, either being an actor or an actress. So that's pretty much the gist of what I'm going to do in this video. So if anybody, has a creative side, I'm not very creative, if you could tell. Terror Tuesday, Throwback Thursday. I come up with them, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. So if anybody, could help, leave something in the comments. Let me know if you have any ideas for it. But let me get into it. Pretty much, this movie here is pretty much what I'm saying. There will be some spoilers, not too big, but pretty much with this movie here, I will show you The Purge. Me, myself, I enjoy this movie a lot. Other people don't. I like it because of the premise. I think it could happen. I think it might happen. No, not might, but it could happen. Like the whole premise of, them having one day where everybody, for a what is it, a 24-hour span or 12-hour span, where all crime is legal, anybody could do anything, rob banks, kill people, whatever they want to for a 12, or what is it? Is it 12 or 12 hours? Everything is legal for 12 hours. And some people just need to let off steam, so that might work. That's, in my head, plausible. I enjoyed the movie throughout. Me, myself, I'm not a nitpicker in movies. I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people did not like this movie. Some things, I guess, are a little too far-fetched for them. Me, myself, I enjoyed it. A lot of people around, I've heard bad things. They didn't like it. I don't know if it was the storyline or what was going on in the movie. Like I said, some people, I think, nitpick this movie a little bit too much. Like a lot of people say, that one scene where, the family is supposed to be locked in. The guy who is in the movie, what is it, Ethan Hawke's character, builds these, should be impenetrable, like, forces, like the doors should be unbreakable, and then the people end up breaking this thing that should have, like, that's his job, is to keep everything out. And of course they break into the guy's house. So I know a lot of people said that that's, you know, couldn't really happen, and there's other, you know, smaller parts that people nitpick at. And I remember putting it up when this first came out. A lot of people said they didn't like it, and I was very surprised because, like I said, this movie I enjoyed a whole lot. I was very, very, I don't want to say surprised, because I was ready to watch this movie. That this was one of the ones I was prepared for. And sometimes I, you know, hype myself up a little bit too much for a movie. I don't go to see them in theaters, so that gives me a couple more months to know, you know, kind of hype up a movie. And sometimes that doesn't go in my favor. This one, it did. I mean, I hyped it up, and then it kind of jumped over my hype because I enjoyed it. I thought the premise of it was really good. Again, like I said, some people nitpicked it and didn't like the movie at all. So that's what I'm pretty much getting at. I don't know. I liked it. Most people didn't. If you are on the fence or whatever, if you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know too. I want to know why you guys didn't like it. But on the other hand, this one, a lot of people in a horror realm, Rob Zombie fans, they enjoyed this movie a whole lot. And I heard nothing but good things. So I'm like, let me get it. Let me check it out. I've heard nothing but really good things about it. And this one, I don't know what it was, just didn't catch my fancy whatsoever. I don't know if it's too artsy, or it didn't strike with me, I guess you want to call it. This movie I didn't really like. Maybe I have to watch it again, but it definitely wasn't what I was expecting it to be. The scenes weren't anything that, you know, I enjoy. It's very slow and weird. But again, a lot of people said they like it. And that's The Lords of Salem. I just did not get into this movie at all. Like I said, some of the scenes were a little bit too odd for me, too weird. Again, I don't even know what to call it. I guess you can call it artsy. They said that's what, you know, Rob Zombie really wanted to do. I enjoyed House of a Thousand Corpses. I liked The Devil's Rejects. The Halloween movies weren't the worst. They weren't the best by any means, but they weren't the worst. So I was expecting, you know, I'm like, let me check this Lords of Salem out. I saw a few of the trailers for it, and it looked good. I thought it was going to be something totally different. I guess that's why I might not like it as much either, because I thought it was going to be something else. But this one just didn't do it for me. So that's The Lords of Salem. So like I said, there's some movies that people say they love and I don't like, and other ones where I enjoy a whole lot and people hate. So that's going on with the movies. Now I'm going to talk about an actor that I've seen. The one thing, I forget what it is. They do a top 10. I forget what it is. It's on YouTube. Find the link and post it. But on that, this guy is one of the most hated, on the top 10 of most hated actors. And I don't understand it. His movies have been, you know, kind of tanking, except for, here it is, Blended. If you watch Blended, you know who I'm talking about. That is Mr. Billy Madison and Mr. Happy Gilmore, Adam Sandler. A lot of people, for some reason, don't like the guy. I, on the other hand, you know, for a long period of time, he was doing movies that I loved. I'd watch over and over. I could recite lines. Like I said, these two are definitely up there. Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison. You had, you know, 50 First Dates with him and Drew Barrymore. Also, The Wedding Singer. I have pretty much all of his movies. The Wedding Singer, like I said, 50 First Dates, Blended with them in it. Big Daddy. I mean, the list goes on. And Click. I mean, who hasn't cried at the end of Click? I know I have. I teared up. That last scene in Click, you know, where I don't want to give it away if you haven't seen it, but if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Has he thrown duds out there? Yes, but I think everyone who's been an actor has thrown up duds. This one, you don't want to mess with his Zohan. Definitely not one of his best works. Jack and Jill, not the best, but I don't see. That's another one where I don't see where they're giving it so much hate. It wasn't one of his best. Wasn't an award winner by any means, but it definitely wasn't as bad as some people are putting it out to. What was it? Punch Drunk Love, I think he's into. Another one, it's just not his role kind of deal. But I didn't mind it. Some people hated that. Some people just, I don't see where the hate comes from because again, I grew up with Billy Madison, with Happy Gilmore, The Water Boy, another one. The Longest Yard is not that bad. The remake, I don't mind it that much, but a lot of people have uh, given this guy crap, and I don't understand why. There's a lot of actors out there that people love, and I'm like, how could you. Here's one. I'm not a huge Steven Seagal fan. I don't know. I just don't like. I don't own many of his movies. Never really intended on getting any of his movies. Just not the kind of action star that I enjoy watching. I pull movies out, but like I said, I don't have many of his movies that I watch. So that's one that some people enjoy and love. I don't. I'm not that big of a Steven Seagal fan. So, yeah. Those. So that's pretty much the premise of this uh, video, this series that I want to get done. So again, if anybody has any ideas for a title for this, series, um, let me know. Leave it in the comments, or I'll post it on Facebook and some of these different groups that I'm in. So maybe I'll get some from there, or leave me a message or anything. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, like the idea behind this video, because, like I said, a lot of people in the DVD, Blu-ray collecting community, you've seen movies since you were young, and some of them just stick with you that you love the movie, and then other people just can't stand it, or they find it stupid or something. I mean, there's a lot of cartoons that I've watched when I was younger that I love, that if I say, I watch this cartoon still, everyone's like, you have problems kind of deal. But again, I grew up with them. I love them. That's my nostalgia. But yeah, so if anybody can come up with a name, let me know. And until next time, I will see you.